It's said that money can't buy happiness, but I feel that money can help you start businesses, run them successfully.
A lot of automation is happening. Why this industry is still mundane, conventional, last 40-50 years. I wanted to see my financial data, how my business is going on a daily basis.
True.
What accountants will send me after the month end. By the time I would have taken all the decisions. See, what I see as a challenge going forward in the future, how data being protected. I think currencies are going to be replaced, and I think if you are being persistent, consistent, this will take you to be an entrepreneur. Graduates who come out of college, does he have enough skills? Does he know accounting softwares? Does he know IFRS? This all set, rest of the things I can train. I want every people bring ROI. A lot of employers says we are not getting right candidates. There are enough of job available in the market.
Hello everyone. It's said that money can't buy happiness, but I feel that money can help you start businesses, run them successfully, and make profits. It's because money is the medium of exchange. In today's date, people feel that managing money and finances is difficult, but I feel it's more logical than being emotional. Today at BrittsTalk episode 8, I have with me Mr. Muhammed Shafeekh, founder financials for bookkeeping and an accounting firm. Along with that, they also provide various financial services in terms of financial modeling. And recently, they have co-founded or partnered with Flapcap, a company which is into funding.
Thank you, Ananth, for a wonderful introduction. I'm still learning a lot of things. So my background, I have been in finance for a couple of years. I started my career in finance, but core of my blood, I'm an entrepreneur. I always wanted to build companies, build some things from scratch. So that's my quiet background. I have done a couple of ventures in the past, as you mentioned. But I think there is a long way to go. Very passionate about finance as well.
Let's begin with our podcast. And the first question that I have is, can you please tell us the overall journey as to what led to financials and what is the financial all about in terms of the company, in terms of what do you offer to your clients and how is it a bit different and stuff?
Yes. So, in my whole career, I was very fascinated to learn about technology, how technology is evolving. Some of the colleagues, come from some big tech companies, worked on robotics, different products. So I'm always fascinated about how technology is evolving. And when I look myself, reflect into industry which I am in, financial sector, last 40-50 years, there is no much revolution has happened. Still companies, accounting firms or finance organizations, still Excel sheets are flying back and forth in those companies. Not much revolution. But in Silicon Valley, AI is taking place. There's a lot of revolution is happening in artificial intelligence. A lot of automation is happening. Why this industry is still mundane, conventional, last 40-50 years. So somebody has to take a leap, and I think I can take a leap. Moving this industry.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful, Mr. Muhammad Shafeekh. But I would honestly, it is really an eye opener in today's date that even though we are getting technologically so advanced, but still the core of accounting and bookkeeping is still being more conventional, and I feel that it needs a lot of revamp or it needs to be scaled heights. Not just at it has to be multiple notches, it has to go up. So in this I would just like to ask you another question, like what is the gap that your product has to offer as compared to others in the industry? I'm sure that many people in today's date are trying to scale up their businesses or trying to offer these businesses. So how do you think that how is your product slightly different from others, or the services that you're offering is slightly different from others? And what do you think on how do you think that your model is more business model becomes more scalable in terms of achieving businesses?
Yes, very good question. So if you look at if you reflect the whole SMB business segment, right, it's massive, especially Middle East, whole global 400 million SMBs are there, which is always an underserved asset class.
True.
Right. Now you look at why they are not able to succeed, why they are not able to grow. Right. The main reason is one could be majorly the financial blindness. Right. How they manage their finance.
True.
Right. Now, for same example, you take large number of people looking to go into their wealth management or finance management. Why they are not being successful?
Absolutely.
Could be one of the reason how they manage their finance.
Exactly.
Same happens because the same people are running companies. So the same thing will happen to companies as well.
True.
Right. So why finance people are not able to help them?
Yeah.
So I think from a value perspective, why this problem is not solved still in the market, how can I solve? Now you drill down why accountants are not able to solve this. They were supposed to solve this, right? They were supposed to make world literate about finance, but they were not able to do it.
Exactly.
So again, if you go back into why they are not able to do it,
yes.
So again, the whole process of finance management is very manual process, right?
Correct.
Now, for example, for a business owner, I wanted to see my financial data, how my business is going on a daily basis.
True.
What accountants will send me after the month end, they will calculate everything, and after a few days they will send. By the time I would have taken all the decisions.
True.
So which cause failure? So I keep taking decisions without looking at the data, which cause failures. So this is the whole understanding of how finance should work, what value I can create.
Yeah.
Your second question is about how it is scalable.
Correct.
Right? Any accounting firms you take, the moment they reach 100 customers, 200 customers, they cannot scale because it's human intensive. You cannot run with lot of labors.
Correct.
What we have is the system. We are building a system that automates this task, and we can manage large number of people through technology.
Yes.
So we have project management softwares that run accountants.
Correct. Oh, that's very nice of you. So, wherein you have actually addressed about how the business is getting scaled up, how your product stands out now. So that is really nice. Like, wherein in today's date, where firms, as you said that rightly, where firms are not able to scale up because of the traditional conventionals, plus with the AI and the project management softwares that you're going to use, which is actually building up a process by itself that automates, and business entrepreneurs or the company owners can take the decisions on their own, more on a real time basis, rather than facing failures due to lack of data. So it's more of a, as we say, that it's a more of a data driven business. So we definitely have the data on a real time basis with us, and we can focus on it, right? So now I feel that the next question which I would like to ask is, now the world of finance is entirely regulated, okay? Now in terms of especially the bookkeeping and accounting, because we have various types, like we have the IFRS, we have the US GAAP, and I think in the UAE they more prefer the IFRS standards, which are regulated according to the country's norms as well. So how do you think, what are the challenges that you're facing in terms of building up the processes, or in terms of managing the clients with respect to the regulatory authorities or the regulatory concerns that you speak, along with, and how do you face these challenges, or what also can you foresee as challenges, and how do you try to encounter them?
Yes, see, what I see as a challenge going forward in the future, how data being protected.
Okay.
Right. And how, see, the whole technology is evolving. So traditional institutions who control these regulations are failing.
Yes.
Now, for example, a fintech company. Let's take a fintech company. There is no regulation where they should keep the money properly, right? Now, recently they have came, if you are running a real estate business, then, you need to put the money into certain, adjacent accounts.
Correct.
To keep it client's money safe.
Yes.
But it's, when it comes to reporting, there is no standards.
True.
How you should report these things, it's not very clear from a regulatory perspective.
Yeah.
Companies, the way companies run are changing.
Yes.
So the whole challenge, regulatory bodies will keep failing.
Yes.
Or they have to evolve very fast. How world is changing. World is going very fast. So this is where I see challenges. You will see companies going very big, companies failing very fast.
Yeah.
Everything can happen. It's a very unpredictable ecosystem at this point.
Yes, more of a VUCA world, we can say that.
Yes.
Absolutely. So thank you, Mohammed. So that was a very nice answer which I got, so that we understand as to where do we focus upon, and what do we need to be focusing in terms of the regulatory norms as well. Because as a industry of finance, which is more regulatory driven or more law driven by law and other statutes, we need to follow them as well. But still, there are a lot of loopholes that work
Yes.
into it. So the next question is, in today's date, we feel that fintech, blockchain technologies, AI, machine learning, everything is growing, and these footprints have been set in the financial industry as well drastically, wherein they have been also growing. So, what do you think is the future of conventional financial institutions in this entire scenario?
Yes, I think I am more interested about the number of people unbanked are going to be banked, and number of people are not getting financing are getting financing. Number of people don't have financial literacy
Yes.
are getting literacy.
Okay.
So technology is at enormous scale, where it reaching to small villages, small corners of the world,
Okay.
and reaching to a lot of people. So if I think of the plus,
Yes.
there are a lot of positive side. World has become better, people
Okay.
have become better using technology. On the other side, there is a lot of uncertainties. Nobody knows what's happening in blockchain, how
Yeah.
money is being moved from
True.
one country. No governments can't control
Absolutely.
it, so it's a
Absolutely.
very very tough scenario for governments. They're struggling to fight on currencies
Yeah.
due to blockchain technologies, right? Financial institutions are high risk of frauds.
True.
Keep increasing. So these are challenges, will keep evolving, but on the bigger side, world is going in a better side. That's what I think, in terms of technologies that we have, right? Any fintech, and fintech can actually helps a lot of people to be financially literate.
Yeah.
One simple example I can tell of India's, for example, India's 3% of population
Yes.
used to invest,
Correct.
right? While US has 60% of their population are investors.
Correct.
So India has a huge trajectory to go. Companies like Zerodha, or big companies which let people to invest,
True. True.
actually helped to boost the ecosystem and help people to make more investments,
Yes.
which
Yes.
actually help them financially independent.
True. And true, I would really like to support your statement in this, that now we have like various platforms like Grow and other
Yes.
things, where now people, earlier the entire financial industry, which was controlled only by a few set of people, more like, I can call a cartel kind of a thing.
Yes.
Now it has opened up
More
drastically, thanks to
democratized.
more among the taste, and people can now research by themselves. They can research across various institutions,
Yes.
across various financials. They can easily access to them, and thanks to technology, all thanks to it. So definitely we are of course moving towards the greater and bigger picture, but still there are, I feel that we also have some risks in this, like
Yes.
as you rightly said, because as we don't know how the funds are moving, and that's where I think we need to be more stringent on the reg tech side of the
Yes.
finance, or the regulatory authorities need to slightly step up, and they
Yes.
also need to intervene, especially with the digital currencies coming in terms of bitcoins and other things where there is no regulations. If there is some good regulations, definitely we can do this. And I think, if I just noticed a couple of days back, which I never done, I think it might be a future past activity as well, that in Do app now you can pay even through cryptocurrency here, which is something,
Oh, very good.
something which was very new to me, and I was also surprised by that. When I'm able to make transactions in UAE for do like a telecom bill, I can pay through cryptocurrency. Then definitely my existing currency's value is always at a bigger risk, and that is something which we need to be very careful about in
Yes,
today's day.
yes.
That
I think currencies are going to be replaced by by this. You cannot stop it. The wave.
exactly.
I think it's gonna happen more.
Okay. All right. So the next question that I have here is, as Henry Ford says rightly, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that an airplane takes off against the wind and not with the wind. So as an entrepreneur, how do you feel that this quote always suits you, or how do you support of this?
Yes. See, I think, what I've realized over a period of time, it's not about your ambition, your passion, you know, to be successful, consistency is important,
Okay.
right? So that's the key element being successful.
Okay.
Whatever happens, I am there in the office early morning,
Yes.
right? Start my day, no matter whatever happens,
True.
right? We can take lift off. So many situations you face death
Yep.
in business. It's very common. You find maybe you have like 100
True.
people leaving. Like many cases, you face issues from regulations. You face, we were running one of our business in the past. Like one fine day, municipality came and closed down the business.
True.
It's dead. So there actually shows your capability of being an entrepreneur. Can you survive those situations? Can you survive those wind?
Yes.
So this is very, very important. And I think if you are being persistent, consistent, this will take you to be an entrepreneur. If people don't have that appetite to grind and move things,
Yep.
no matter how you will have n number of things
Understand.
pulling you aside
Correct.
from family to people to different things. But
Yes.
can you still sail the ship every day? Can you make next step?
Exactly.
That's where I see most of the entrepreneurs, good entrepreneurs will have these traits. No matter you go and strike
Yes.
in one of their hospitals, they will turn it around next day. They will have that capability to execute. That's very important. Many people fail there and they will finish.
True. Absolutely true, Muhammad. I really support with this because I think that as an entrepreneur, we need to be more be visionary than rather than thinking about the short-term problems. We rather need to be more visionary and think towards the long-term goals. That's our objective. And with this, I would like to ask you the next question: that what do you think that the students in today's date need to possess the skills in future, especially with respect to financial services domain, so that would help them be industry ready as they are going to be passing out? And what do you think in today's date is the need of the hour that the industry is missing?
Yes. See, very, very good question. A lot of employers says we are not getting right candidates.
Correct.
And a lot of candidates, graduates says we are not getting the job.
True.
So where is the gap?
Yeah.
Right. If they can bridge those gaps,
Yes.
it's very easy to. There are enough of job available in the market.
Correct.
Employers want people.
True.
Lot of people they want. There is a lot of demand in the market.
Yes.
But they don't, this graduates who come out of college, generally they miss those skills that they want. See, entrepreneurs, as an entrepreneur, what I care about whether this guy can bring me value or not.
Absolutely.
Right.
Correct.
Very simple.
Very true.
See, I don't want to teach him and train
Yes.
him, and I'm not running a college, right? So
Yeah.
I'm running business. I want every people bring ROI.
Yeah.
So this is a very straightforward thing. Now, does he have enough skills?
Correct.
Right. So finance, if you are in finance domain,
Yes.
if I look at for accounting, right?
Yes.
Does he know accounting softwares? All softwares are free to learn, right? Like QuickBooks, Zoho, Zero, all softwares are free.
Yeah.
There are analytics tools like Fathom. There are a lot of tools available out there, all free. Does he have certification? Have we done anything? Have we done good research on companies' financials in the past?
Yes.
Right. Does he know IFRS? Does he know good communication skills? Can he write good emails? Can he speak very good? Can he write good messages?
True.
So, the basic employment skills, like can he work on computers properly? This all set, rest of the things I can train.
Yes.
But if this is missing, so skills are missing. People have knowledge,
Correct.
but not have skills.
Okay.
So that is very important. And does he know what's latest updated? Have he ever used ChatGPT in his life? Right. So
I truly agree because we also face a lot of trouble when it comes to ChatGPT and dealing with these things. Yes. And I agree that these softwares actually tend to limit your thinking capacity, as rightly said. So that's true. And the last question that I have is, what advice would you like to give to all the young students out there who want to set their ship on the journey, in the entrepreneurial journey?
yes, see, my friend, he runs a very successful company based out of US. You always tell, Being an entrepreneur, the best thing is when you wake up the morning,
Yeah.
right? Think of creating something.
Okay.
So that is the drug, right? So people have to execute relentlessly.
Yes.
That's very important. If you are a student, what I have done when I was student, every day what I learn, I go to internet cafe, try to experiment, apply it. If I'm learning accounting, I go to a shop of my uncle, tell him I'll keep your books, right? So have you, whatever you learned, have you tested it? That's the, and do you have a lot of insights?
True.
Right, keep executing things. That's very important. Anybody who are very early stage of their career, go into market, speak to people, build your network, go to networking events, right, and keep trying things. That's how you find your apple, or you find your atom bombs. So everybody knows mcc E is equal to mc square in the world, but Einstein was able to test it out, those equation, and able to find out.
Absolutely.
So testing whatever knowledge and insights are two different things. So test it out. Whatever you know, go test it out. Ask your uncle to give your books, or ask your dad to give your family books. If you want to, if you are learning finance, right? If you are learning any other things, right? International business. Try to trade some commodities globally. Do something what you have learned, right? Try to execute whatever the minimal resources. That shows. That's what they need to do as students. And always, if you want to be an entrepreneur, always go very close to entrepreneurs successful. Work for them free. 1 year, learn all the basics of running a company. That's what you can do.
True. So thank you, Mr. Muhammed Shafeekh. With this, we come to an end of the BrittsTalk episode 8, where we had a wonderful discussion about finance and an entrepreneurial journey in the field of finance. We gained insights about financial industry, what people need to be aware about, what are the skills that student needs to be learned about, and how to progress in the career. Thanks a lot, and stay tuned for further episodes.
Thank you, Ananth. Thank you for your time. Thank you for having me here and asking a lot of questions. I think I was able to make some add some value here. Thank you for the crew as well.